Tyler here again, and I'm back to tackle another level 5 challenge. Today's challenge is number 12 on the list, which is called Polecat back. This challenge involves starting in a polecat on one of these two bars beside me here, and jumping back and landing in a polecat on the other bar. A lot of these level 5 challenges kind of fall into 3 categories. You got technical, mental, and physical. This one falls into the technical category for me. Polecats are something that I'm moderately comfortable with at the moment, and the distance and power required for this challenge is not that big. So I'm confident with just a little bit of drilling, I'll be able to get this no problem in one go. Compared to some of the other challenges in level 5, this one is actually pretty low risk. If you can get both feet to make contact with the bar at the same time, then you're probably fine. But the risk that is there is if your feet happen to slide off as you land. Now both feet could hit and one could slide off and you might hit your thigh, which is the more common one in my experience. Or one foot could go one direction and one the other, and they could split, which could be bad news. So far, I haven't had that happen. Even if my legs are split, I've been able to save it or slow myself down enough to prevent injury. So this is where I'm gonna start. I actually really like this progression because the bar skills are identical. The techniques I use on this one will be the same that I use on this one. The only thing that's different is the actual distance of the bars. So as long as I get used to getting into the polecat and landing in another polecat on the other side, I should be able to transfer that over to the other side just as easily. I just have to get used to pushing a little bit more and being ready to absorb more when I get to the other bar. So that's what I'm gonna work on now. Remember, if your shoes are sliding, follow the old shoe rub technique. Gets rid of any of that dust. Almost. All right, it's already getting more comfortable, but I have a tendency to put my right foot on first, which I want to avoid because then there's only one point of contact and it's a lot easier to slide off. I'm gonna make sure I get both feet on at the same time so I can absorb properly. Oh, it's better. Still one foot though. Right foot was still slightly ahead of the left, but it was a lot closer that time. There we go. That felt good. Oh, see, there's where that foot can slip off. I only got my toes on that one, so it pushed out. Oh, my shin. Ow. Switched it up a little bit. I think initially I was maybe reaching a little too high because I found it difficult coming down into the polecat. So I went a little lower and it's a little more straight across, a little easier to absorb. With that said, I think I'm just about ready to start sending it for the big one. I feel confident, I'm warmed up. Other than the shin bonk, I'm feeling good. So let's give it a shot. So based on how the warm-up went over there, I'm actually feeling pretty good about this. It is a couple feet bigger, but it's not that bad. That said, I am gonna put a mat down just to get started with in practice. Obviously, I won't count the challenge as completed if there's a mat under me, but I'm gonna use that to gauge the distance. Once I'm comfortable, I'll start taking that away and actually start sending it as well. So the mat's mostly there in case I get here and my feet slide off, which is more of a possibility because I have more power now. If they slide off, I don't have to worry about absorbing into the bar as much. I can just take the drop and hit the mat, get up and keep going from there. All right, let's go. Let's just try it. Okay, power-wise, pretty easy. I'm initially super confident as I leave this bar, but halfway through, once I turn around and actually see it, Finding it a little difficult to commit, but I think that's just a repetition thing. Just get used to it. Oh, almost. Oh, that was wild. Okay. Oh, way off. Oh, that was close. Oh. Oh, keep putting this left foot down for some reason. Just gotta hold on a little longer until I get there. Oh, same thing. Oh, that's close. I think at this point, I might be putting my foot down on the mat just because the mat's there. So I'm gonna switch it out for a thinner one, see if that makes a difference, and then I'll probably just start taking it away. I haven't fallen to the point where I actually need a mat at this point, so I think I'm good without it. Okay. All right, so it is feeling better. Kind of like I expected. This is just gonna be a repetition thing. Just do it over and over and over again. Oh, it's so close. All right, I'm ready to take this thing away. I don't think I really need it. And this is starting to feel pretty comfortable. So I think I am good to go. Oh, that's close. I tapped the floor just a little bit. Oh, come on. Oh. It's so close. Come on. Oh. Keep slapping the floor. Oh, come on. Oh. I keep touching the floor. Oh, there we go. I didn't touch the floor that time. Only thing I didn't get was both feet on, at least relatively close to the same time. One foot was firmly planted, the other one kind of missed and then connected. I had to get both on there at the same time, then I got it. I touched the floor. Oh, it's so close. Oh, I tapped the floor. I don't know if it's like a defense mechanism or something, but every time I'm going for it and it feels good, my foot taps the floor. It doesn't provide any benefit at all. It doesn't make me stay on the bar better, but for some reason my foot just wants to keep tapping. So I'm trying to fight that urge. I'm trying to figure out how to just get both feet on there. There it is, finally. Solid connection, both feet at the same time. Momentum stops as soon as you hit. Feels good. That is the challenge technically done. I'm gonna call it there. I feel like I bruised my hand on all those attempts. So this means I get to go back to my sheet and check off number 12. So that's another challenge done. Overall, not as hard as the lache 180 I did last time. Physically, it became a little more difficult than I expected, mostly just because my ankles and hands just were not being able to hold up with all the attempts. But I got there. That is a skill I will continue to work on outside of this video, just because I think it's a really fun technical challenge. And we have bars all over the gym that I can do this on. So I've still got a bunch of challenges to choose from. I'm not sure which one I will do next, but it will be a surprise to you. See you on the next one.